Hi guys, we're going to talk about wind direction and boating. What basically it means that if you use the wind direction to your benefit, you can have a better ride if you know this little information. Basically, we're looking at my area right now where we go boating. This particular, it says Texas City Boat Ramp. Summertime excess of 500 boats maybe come through it. And we get some wind, and the wind produces waves, obviously. First of all, I want to make sure you know that waves are biggest at the shallows. So when the storm comes, you need to go to the deep water, not the shallow water. And waves get taller in shallows. That's why you see them at the shorelines. You go to the beach and you look out, you see them get big as they're getting within 100 feet of the shorelines, and you don't see them that big when they are far away. Also, there's such thing called whitecaps, where kind of the waves will foam on the top if there's severe wind. So you see whitecaps, that means severe wind. If you see waves, means shallower water. So you can look in an area and you see waves on your left, but no waves on 50 feet to your right. That means to the right is deeper than the left. So whenever you see waves, it means shallower. Uh, so here we got, if we got the wind going, let's say this direction is blowing hard, like that. You see this land? It's a land. Right here will be the worst area to be because the waves are bigger. But here the waves are smaller, and if you go way back, then waves are going to be uh, smaller. What I'm saying is the longer the wind hits the water, the bigger the waves will get. Now, in the same direction, if the wind was like that again, uh, this area on the other side of the shorelines will be the calmest because wind has to hit the water for a long time to get going, and this area hasn't had time for the wind to produce any uh, waves. But the further you out you go, the bigger they get. So this area will be big waves again. Now, sometimes in our case, waves could be if the previous day the wind was if previous day the wind was in this direction, like that, then the waves are underway, and it may take a day for it to get to this area. It will take a long time for it to, it might be a day before it, because if we go measure, you find out that it's 600 miles across. So if we zoom out, I don't want to waste your time, but from here to the other side, it's 600 miles. And if the wind was pushing the wave and it has to move 600 miles, you might get the wind later than expected. So it's a good idea to know what the wind was previous day when you decide to go boating or fishing, and use these land masses, buildings as a protection. There is ICW, which is basically the way they did. It used to be a little small. They have dug the land and barges go through it. This area right here is protected from by land from here and here, so it's very calm on a windy day. That means if I was gonna navigate and go this direction, okay, um, I could come, use the ICW, and never be bothered with anything related to weather almost, except rain, obviously. But if I was in this area and the wind was coming toward the land, it was coming in this direction, I would hit the biggest waves right here because look how much time, all of this is time for the wind to pick up and create waves. So what I would do is if I need to go to the direction of the arrow, I would get into ICW, which basically is about 20 feet deep, and let's see how wide it is. We can measure. Let me close this. This is a good tool to the ruler. You go in there and put it on feet, and you can measure. You can have a path align option, and you basically go from here to here how far it is. And it's saying it cannot be right, is it? 1,000 feet. Okay, ICW can be 1,000 feet long. Okay, wow. I didn't know that. I thought it was smaller. But anyway, another way you can use this, if you go to a shallow area, for example, right here, you see some land. If you use the time and roll it back to the shallowest time, where low tide, obviously this is a low tide, because you see more of a land. You can see where all the land is, and you can see where the deep water is. This is the green water right here. There's some deep water here. Not super deep, but deeper than surrounding, which could hold fish, or you could use it to navigate and get out of that area. So these are some tips, and I hope you can use them. Go boating, go fishing, and have a great day.